and welcome to another episode of Ramblings with me, Lorna Romanenghi, your host and guide to the wonderful world of jewellery. This week I thought I would share with you my everyday jewellery and why I wear it. So a lot of people often observe that I'm a jeweller, but I don't wear much jewellery. And yes, this is a common thing in the jewellery industry, that jewellers basically wear very little or no jewellery at all. And this is because we lead very active and very hands-on lifestyles, which means that often we can't wear all the lovely things that we make because they're impractical with our lifestyle. However, I thought I would share with you the two pieces of jewellery that I wear every single day and the reasons why they're important to me and why I do wear them every single day. So first off is this ring that I always wear on my middle finger, and that just happens to be because that's the only finger it fits on. And if you can see, it's just a very, very simple silver band that's been textured at the sides. I'm realizing this is not focusing, but trust me on it. It's a textured silver ring. And the reason why I wear it is because it's a ring that was made in the very first jewellery class that I taught. And it was basically at university, I was asked, along with another jeweller, to teach school kids how to make a silver ring in one day, to kind of give them an introduction to the world of jewellery. And it was an amazing experience. The kids were fantastic, and it was just such an amazing experience being part of that. And I really enjoyed teaching. I really enjoyed being part of that experience. And this was the, let's say, dummy ring that I used to demonstrate every kind of step of the way. So it was done very quickly. It's by no means perfect. But at the end, I wanted to show the kids how you can texture a ring in different ways once you've created it, to just give it a different feel. And I told them that before they did it on their own ring, they were welcome to test it on the dummy ring, to see that if they liked the hammer marks and the different kind of markings that they got before they settled on the one for their own ring to take home. And they all decided to mark the ring. And it was like I had a signature basically from every member of the class, including the other teacher, Yeva, who, when realizing that everyone had had a mark on this ring but her, went, well, why am I being left out? I was like, absolutely, I need your signature in there as well. So she got the biggest, heaviest hammer she could possibly find and decided to thwack it right on top. So I've got a perfect line there of the ring, and I realize you probably can't see it, but I'll maybe get some pictures and post it up with this video. But there's a big flat bit on my ring, and I love it because it just reminds me of that moment, that memory, the happiness throughout that time, how happy all the kids were. They all left smiling, and this was through a program called ACES that Duncan of Jordanstone do, and it's a fantastic program because it just gets kids involved in different parts of the arts and the crafts, and it kind of gives them a better understanding of other things that you can study at university apart from the traditional things that you get taught at school. So yeah, it was an amazing experience, and I have been wearing this ring every day for 3 years now, and it is really, really special to me. The second piece of jewellery I wear every single day, I don't think I've ever taken it off apart from cleaning it, is this necklace here. and I'll just show you up close. You might be able to see it. It looks like a cross. It was actually a design that I was working on for Hamilton and Inches. So you can see the H and the I of Hamilton and Inches logo. It was a project through a little collaboration that I did, and it was a great experience. But that's not why I wear it. I wear it because I made this little, at that time I thought it was a prototype, at the lovely Vanilla Ink Studios. And it was during a summer school that I decided to do. And I was working away on this design, and I was carving it out in wax, as you usually do, to prototype, and thought, well, I can get this cast, and yeah, that's the best way of making something that is easily reproducible, which was good for the kind of brief that I was being set. But at one point I'd carved it as many times as I could. I think I'd got it as close to what I wanted as I could. And then suddenly Scott from Vanilla Ink just popped his head round and went, oh, that's nice. Carve it. I was like, I have. He was like, no. Carve it in metal. I was petrified. I've never carved anything in metal in my life at that point. I was just like, I carve in wax. Like, I don't know how to. He was like, no, you can do it. Stop wasting your time doing the stuff that you know you can do, and do something that you haven't tried yet, basically. And he pushed me to do this. And it was the most amazing experience. It was scary. I just got presented with a block of silver and just went, carve it. And I was like, how do I start with this? Oh my God, what if I get it wrong, and so on. And it took me a full day to carve, of blood, sweat and tears. Not so much tears, blood and sweat. I was very excited to do it, so it was blood, sweat and smiles most of the time. But it was a fantastic experience, and it gave me such a sense of completion that it was fantastic. And I've had that sense of achievement and completion with other pieces. But the reason why I wear this is because of Scott. And he basically just showed so much faith in me and just pushed me to do something because he knew that I could. And it basically gave me the feeling that if I put my mind to it, as Marty McFly said in Back to the Future, if you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything. And that is why I wear it every day. It reminds me of that value, and it reminds me of that moment where one of the makers that I admire the most in current making circles, and he's a fantastic person, and I've spoken about him before in my videos, but he's a great teacher, he's a fantastic jeweler, and I really, really admire him. And if someone like that can have that sort of faith in me, and that sort of just trust that I can do it, then I feel that I can. And this is kind of my everyday reminder of, no matter what I'm doing, no matter what it is and how hard it is, if I put my mind to it, I can do it. So thank you, Scott, for that. You've really helped shape me. So yeah, so these are the two pieces of jewellery that I wear every day. They're not necessarily pieces of jewellery that I would have chosen in a store, but I wear them because of their meaning and because of their narrative and because of the values that it reminds me of. So I just wanted to share these stories with you to hopefully give you a new perspective of what jewellery actually means. And I know a lot of people get very nervous when choosing a piece of jewellery for someone else, for a birthday or whatever. And the best advice I can give you is, don't be. If you look at something and it reminds you of that person, or it reminds you of a value, it reminds you of a moment, go for it. Trust your gut and just go for it, because there is no wrong choice. The jewellery symbolises that moment. It symbolises and captures what you want it to capture. So if you want to capture a moment, or just show someone that you're thinking of them at a time when they're not there maybe, and just a little bit like picking a flower and giving it to someone and just saying, I saw this and thought of you. See jewellery in the same light of, I saw this and thought of you. Because even if it wouldn't be a piece of jewellery that they would have picked first at the stall, that piece of jewellery could mean more to them than anything that they would have chosen for themselves. So don't be scared, go for it. Jewellery is all about the meaning. So I hope you found this video interesting, informative, and has maybe made you think a little bit. If you have any questions about anything that I've covered today, or any questions in general about jewellery, then please just comment down below, or just write me a message directly on social media or my website at lornaromanenghi.com. And I would be more than happy to answer any questions or do a video on a topic that you might be interested in hearing me talk about. So absolutely get in touch. And if you like my videos and would like to see more of them, then please subscribe to my channel and click the little bell down below to get notified when new videos come out. And I can continue creating these rambling videos for you, and hopefully you like what I've got to say. So as always, Ramblings is every Wednesday at 8 p.m. So I will see you all next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Thanks for listening.